How you doing out there in cyberspace? This is John Wayne Mercure, the Sonneteer, from beautiful Chandler, Arizona. On the front page of our metropolitan Phoenix newspaper, the Arizona Republic, they got this picture of in Chicago right now. This is November the 13th, 2019. November the 13th. It's 82 degrees out here in Chandler. It's gorgeous. No snow. I haven't seen snow in 23 years. And you guys are tired of being cold? You know, California and Nevada and Arizona, they got really, really great temperatures. And southern New Mexico is pretty good too. And maybe you better understand. Maybe you get tired of shoveling snow. I don't know. I saw these people in Chicago and they're freezing to death. Oh, it's so cold. It's so cold. I remember what that's like, and I don't want to ever be that cold again. And sometimes you have to understand, you're trying to get together in a cold climate. Why are you doing that to yourself? I mean, maybe you're going to die and nobody's even going to be there to close your eyes. And that's what this sonnet is about. And I like the sonnet. Why? Because it talks about loneliness. This is sonnet number 1235. The copyright April the 23rd, 2019. Not one friend to close his eyes. That's the name of the sonnet. We're talking about a gallant man. We're talking about a warrior. He's stalwart. He's brave. He's intrepid. He's trying his very best to survive. He's a valiant man, a mensch of honesty, dignity, and honor. He's always trying. He's always striving, seeking to always do better, considering he thinks about long-range goals. He's trying to have long-range goals. He's trying to contribute something, trying to make his life extraordinary. He's read all the Holy Scrolls. He's read the religion of his choosing. Good. But he's fallen down. His heart is broken. His spirit is broken. Who can bear that? In the scriptures it says that. Who can bear a broken heart and a broken spirit? Well, he's there. But he's got to rise up. He's got to move forward. He's got to keep busy with positive things. He's got to rebuild his spirit. He dreams about friends he's had long ago that are gone. Those friendships, some of them have gone bad. They abandoned him in time of need. You think those are your friends? They get on the internet and say, oh, I have 30 friends. They're my friends. You think so? Ask if they'll let you have $20. Because they won't. Ask if they'll let you have $1,000 alone. And they won't. We're talking about real friends. And there's friends that abandon you. It's best not to borrow money from any friend because you'll lose your friendship. Try to think not of revenge. That's what he's trying to do. All the friends that did him bad. Hard lessons that he learned anyway. He must succeed. He's down, but he's not out. And General Patton says success is how many times you can get knocked down and bounce up like a ball, a rubber ball. It's how high you can bounce. Can you bounce? I guess you can bounce. Anyway, if you're General Patton. And there's a lot of suspicion that General Patton was murdered. And that really bothers me. He was a great man. That's his reward. Well, here's this guy I'm talking about. He's totally defeated. He's fighting on anyway. With high resolve, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make it. I'm going to try. He's bleary-eyed from arduous toil. He's worked so hard. But he thinks work itself is a prayer. It is. Marilyn Monroe said that. So did Franz Kafka. That your work is your offering to God of your talent. The human soul will grow and it will evolve. You are tested by fire. We're all tested by fire. We all have to face our fears with courage. Our cross is far too heavy. It really is, if you don't have help. And that's what you have to understand. There's helpers there that will help you. It says so. You have to believe. You have to have faith. The acid that you have in your heart of hot regret, you got to banish it from thought. That's gone. You got to forge yourself a new destiny like this man is trying to do. Once you're left in total isolation by yourself, learning that we are always alone, it's a hard concept to think that we're always alone. but the brilliance of a light going on in your head. It's the wisdom that gets you through silent meditation. Yes, we are always alone, forcing us to rely on a higher power. Look around you. Look around you. Everything is a miracle. The very fact I'm talking to you in cyberspace, that's a miracle. Those YouTube guys, they're wonderful. They're geniuses. They let this happen, that I can talk to you. And better yet, you can make videos and talk to me. A higher power. He blesses us. He gives us talents. He blesses us with a strength that's not even our own. I'm talking about God. Faith in sincere prayer. One time I read that a prayer that's sincere, it goes like a thunderbolt, a red hot, straight up to God's heart. Especially if it's good. Don't make any negative prayers. The great Rudyard Kipling. I always liked Rudyard Kipling. They asked this really good-looking college co-ed, this babe. They said, "Do you like Kipling?" And she said, "I don't know. I've never been kippled." That's not even funny, because you got to honor Rudyard Kipling, because he's a good writer. He wrote of such cruel abandonment. And he wrote this. And this is 150 years ago, when Britain was trying to get involved in Afghanistan. And he said, Rudyard Kipling said, "When you're wounded and dying alone on Afghan's plain, and the Afghan women come down to cut up your remains, then just roll to your rifle and blow out your brains and go to your God like a soldier." You can exit without much pain. To be that alone, they're going to cut you up. So alone, you're unable to escape. A courageous life, it's not in vain. He did his best. He did his best. He couldn't do any more. Now he's with God. And no one can really get inside your head. Yeah, we're alone. So what? You got God. My mother one time grabbed me by the shoulder. She said, "Wayne, John Wayne. When you have God, you don't need anybody." That's the best advice I ever got. I've had a lot of advice in my life, but that was it. And that's why I read the Bible 151 times, the New Testament. I'll tell you, you've got to understand that everything around you is an illusion. When you were a little boy, little girl, all that's gone. It was all an illusion. It seems real, but the reality is in another dimension. Illusions are all around us. Know that you are never less alone than when you are totally alone. Your ancestors are probably watching you. People that you loved are probably watching you. I mean, what do you lose by even believing that? You don't lose anything. You gain. The man who falls beneath the heavy burdens of laborious days, he's been worked to death. He may find a greater reward in the afterlife than the idol of men's hearts. You think these people that are famous and rich, that they're the only ones that get rewarded? Sometimes your merit is determined by your whole attitude and how you fought through your problems. You fought through the dilemmas you didn't think you could survive, but you did. And you were always noble, and you were always righteous. Well, you know, you fall alone. You fall alone, and you think you're nothing. And that your afterlife, hey, it's going to be a paradise. It's promised that way. Your merits are known. God knows your merits. No one around to even close your eyes. You might be unknown, but God is there. He's there to close your eyes. Yet, I don't know why we don't understand this. The value of a single human being. It's beyond measure. Bet on it. Even the lonely are not as alone as they think. Debts are now assessed by a greater power. Ja'Allah. Allah Jah, that's his treasure. Ja'Allah, that's Jehovah and Allah together. The way it ought to be. Abraham's children. Okay? Jehovah and Allah together is Jehovah. Ja'Allah, Allah Jah, makes sense to me. In the Quran, Muhammad said, "My religion is mine, and your religion is yours." Who can quarrel with that? Can't we have our own different religion and worship God in our own way? Because there can be only one. And I don't care if you call him Jehovah or Allah or Manitou or the Great Spirit or ancestral Shintoism or Hindu gods or Buddhism. I don't care what you call that spirit. It's not a he, it's a spirit. There can be only one human race, one human people, one human consciousness, one human collective soul. And that's what our conscience is. It's what we've learned about everything that's good or bad since we first got civilized. The law, the law, the law, God's law. There's millions of laws, and God only needed 10. Think of that. And we've messed it up so bad we can't get it straight because we think it's justice. Hey, there really is no justice under the law. You got to have that best attorney and money. Only God is just. And that's what I'm telling you here. This man had nobody to close his eyes when he died. Nobody was there, but God was there. And God's with you. And I'm asking you, like I said before, and I'll say it 100 times, I read the New Testament 152 times out loud. Why? Because I want to know. I want to know. I want to be worthy. I'm not worthy, but I'm trying. What are you doing? Are you making videos? Are you talking about maybe reaching out to help people? Because this poor guy dying with nobody to be there for him? We got to reach out. We got to be American citizens together. Together, one American citizen. And the human race, we'll try to teach them the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, and that you should get paid for your talents. Liberty. Freedom, men and women, free men, free women. You can't put fetters on us. We have talents. Let's get paid for our talents. That's for everybody. God bless us, everyone. Ja'Allah pour vous, Ja'Allah pour moi. Et aimez qui vous aime. Au revoir, mes amis.